Welcome to another clip and episode of the days of my life. So, anyways, we're on the corner of Nacion Avenue and Teresa Way. It's somebody's birthday today. Now, I always, forever, have gotten them confused. April 20th and April 21st. April 20th or April 21st is either David Webster Oaks' birthday, or Richard Roy Castler's birthday. I happen to be engaged actually and stuff to David Oaks as a 15-year-old. I'm now 54. Richard Roy Castler, I was married to at age 19, 20, 21, divorced 22. The Corrupt actually set it up for him to ask me to the Marine Corps ball. When I was 5 months pregnant with Steve Dredger's kid, but he wasn't my boyfriend, that was an odd situation. This is where Richard Roy Castler lives. He happens to have a Porsche and all that. He's been married for a long time, but he looks at porn and cheats on her. And that was his parents' house, in which they both evidently have passed away, Maureen. And it's his birthday today. And whenever he gets in touch with me through the years, it's always wanting me to suck his dick or show him my tits on the internet. In 2011, he just had to let me know he's friends with my father, Donald Joseph Walters. Okay? And somehow he's able to keep all his shit and not be in prison, but yet on the FBI wanted list. Or was some kind of association of something with the FBI because of scrutinies, or I don't exactly know, you can't quote me, but something to do with selling properties and this and that and that and this. All a part of the Corrupt in my fucking family, and he's supposed to be a Marine, but I believe he's a mouse. There's Nile Avenue, that's Steve Dredge's house. So they all grew up with each other, around each other in the neighborhood. Okay? And October of 1984 or 5, Rick came down for the weekend from base up north. And I ended up meeting him and stuff, and he ended up going over to Steve's. And then he called me from base and invited me to the Marine Corps ball. Well, that baby wasn't really meant to be anyways. And he wanted to marry me. Richard Roy Castler. 555-671-530. Crash crew. He's supposed to be a Marine. They did porno of him and I also, without my knowledge, consent. And not giving me a dime. Evidently, I'm the royalty princess of the world's largest organized crime. But I wasn't treated like Paris Hilton, where I could throw all my change in the back seat of my car, or any of the others. No. This is what they've done. Burning me slowly. Having me walking on the streets. Having their dead robot cyborgs following me, recording me, beating me, being psycho cops. They're all wormed into my technology everywhere, in everything. There's 805 freeway. So happy birthday to one of you. Happy birthday to one of you, to David Webster Oaks and Richard Roy Castler, because today and tomorrow is either ors. Happy birthday to them. Now let me just share a little clip. On Rick's 21st birthday, we lived up north in apartment F at some apartments, and I was trying to do a surprise 21st birthday for him party. I bought tons of food, all kinds of alcohol beverages to make. Talked to his sergeant or whoever it was that was in charge of his schedule of working on Crash Crew and inviting different people in his associations. Well, it didn't end up being too much of a surprise party, but his boss lit him off, and only 2 other guys came. Only 2 guys. That's it. Now, obviously, there was some kind of motive, because, what the fuck? I'm trying to get over in the lane, and the fucking person behind me keeps speeding up. Why come when we put our blinkers on, the people speed up instead of, like, let you go, pie? You know? So, anyway, they obviously had motives that I wasn't a part of. And Rick wanted me to give him head in front of the 2 guys. And whatnot. I said, hell no. Because I'm just not that kind of girl. Or lady. I'm not sexually immoral. That's the one that was speeding up when I was trying to go in the cube. I had my blinker on. So anyways, we ended up going in our alcove where our bed was privately, and he ends up ripping this part of my tongue, shoving his dick in my mouth. This is before marrying him, so that's how sick I used to be. I used to be a very sick person, raised to be that way though, by these people that were supposed to be my parents, and my supposed family. And he busted my head, and I had to get stitches. He wasn't bringing me to the fucking hospital, but he followed us, because his 2 friends brought me. I don't know why he wasn't charged as a Marine or anything like that. The nurse at the emergency station said, "Who did this to you?" And he comes all pride, "I did." Throughout time, before even marrying him, we were coming down for a weekend when he had off from Crash Crew, and so, I defecate you, and it's bringing such joy to him. Well, my ignorant ass didn't know what defecate meant until I took veterinarian assistance education and learned that it means shit. So yeah, I busted out a couple windshields out of his truck, pissed off. Yeah. He's the reason why I know that if anybody wants into your house or their own, it doesn't matter if you have a locked clock or whatever the hell, they're gonna walk through the window. Because he locked me out of our apartment on East 8th Street when we were arguing. And I walked straight through the fucking window, but I thought the window was open. It was that clean. No, I don't have the disease of sexual immorality. Praise God. So it's really funny because I always knew that, like, these guys that I've been with in my past didn't really love me. I always knew it. I'd be like, what? I couldn't figure out why they were in a relationship with me because they were all set up to be with me. Set up. Virtual cyborg dick. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? And I guess really nuts people that I never knew this just about. Jonathan Joel Barber, Thomas John Trier, Richard Roy Kessler, David Webster Oaks, some Bill the SEAL instructor in school. You all have the illness of sexual immorality, sex addiction. It's sick. I used to let Rick Pearl all over me. Yeah. It's not very funny. I don't like pearls. No. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Whoa, I hope I don't get a ticket. Yellow, it stayed yellow, it's on the camera. Oh, Discount Tire. They're the best. But I can't say exactly that because there's another person who will beat their price. Evidently, though, Discount Tires, I love Discount Tire. And their prices are phenomenal. But I had found a person who said they'd do it for less. And Discount Tires is really good. They're the best priced out of everywhere for new tires. So I got 2 new tires on the front, $124. And they need to be rotated into the back, and I need 2 more new front tires because they didn't do the back tires the first time because the back tires are larger than the front. Anyways, long story short, I'm going to be getting 2 new tires for $120. Yes. Oh, yeah. Richard Roy Kessler is a firefighter also. Something about realty. Something about sports tickets. I don't know. He didn't have a fucking penny when we were together. I thought he wanted to be single and be able to be a pilot and all these other things. He didn't want to really be married where we didn't have money for things for him to be able to do that. Yeah, and it's a strange thing. He worked at the fisherman's thing in Crown Point here in San Diego, and my orthodontist's son happened to, that he said Rick, ended up, his name is Rick too, when he went to go pay for some tackle stuff, he left his meth dope there on the counter. I never, how come that never happens? You know, what? Yeah, 1987. It's 2020 now. Yeah. That's a credit card of everything. Yeah. I love it at home. Abba Father told me in June of 2018, get home. I heard him like Noah and Moses. That's how I hear God. So I did. I got home. Junior Gaumond and Donald Walters and Sandy Walters and whoever all the ones of the corrupt satanics and all them are. It took me 4 months to get home with their bullshit games. I didn't stink, strangely enough. Same clothes. not a shower for 4 months. Because they practically kept it so I couldn't buy socks. Called me a nigger and wouldn't let me in restaurants. Satanic hunted me. There was never any hotel rooms available. Shut the bank doors on me. Live. The corrupt. Had me put in a mental fucking institution with the corrupt, where they would have 3 people hold you down while they give you injections and other things. Yeah, terrible. Patients' rights got me out of there. Their goal was to Baby Ruth me. Make it so my legs had to be cut off, burn me, rape me, eat me because they're cannibals. Isn't that right, Louis Eugene Gaumond Jr. from Putnam, Connecticut? Stanwood, Washington, Arlington, Washington, Chula Vista, East J Street, Bonita, Gaumond Heating and Air Conditioning, M&M, Maureen, L&M, Louie and Maureen, Heating and Air. They did that to Aunt Ruth. Dead Aunt Ruth. Who knows how long they actually lived off her dead carcass. Ate her, fucked her, flamed her. I'm actually the heir of the Hershey's with my cousin David Gaumond that they also keep from us. And if it doesn't say real chocolate, it might not be real chocolate on the package because they put poo-poo in it. Whatever they did to me, they did to the entire public.